Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Musk, Trump, and a deadline for federal workers. On Saturday morning, Trump posted to social media saying that, quote, Elon is doing a great job, but I would like to see him get more aggressive. All caps. Federal workers began receiving emails from Doge staff at the direction of Trump. Elon announced it on social media. Quote, consistent with President Donald Trump's instructions, all federal employees will shortly receive an email requesting to understand what they got done last week. Failure to respond will be taken as a resignation. Some outlets have obtained copies of the emails, and they read, quote, please reply to this email with approximately 5 bullet statements of what you accomplished last week and CC your manager. Please do not send any classified information, links, or attachments. The deadline is 11:59 p.m. on Monday, although the email doesn't say that failure to respond will be taken as a resignation. I'm sure all of those emails will be read by somebody who actually understands the jobs of the people who sent the emails, and not just be a giant exercise in inefficiency and wasting of government resources. At this point, Doge might be slowly devolving into the Bobs from Office Space. The union representing federal workers is being very direct in their criticism of the move and of Elon in general. Everett Kelly, the national president of the American Federation of Government Employees, said, quote, it is cruel and disrespectful to hundreds of thousands of veterans who are wearing their second uniform in the civil service to be forced to justify their job duties to this out-of-touch, privileged, unelected billionaire who has never performed one single hour of honest public service in his life. One of the big problems with exercises like this is that their effectiveness hinges on the ability of the individual employees to know, without guidance, what should be included in their summary of what they did. It also hinges on the ability of the people reviewing the summary to understand what the person is supposed to be doing. Without those two presumptions, this is just a waste of time for everybody involved. It's also worth noting that the email went out on the weekend with only one single weekday before the deadline. Sick? On leave? Well, you resigned, I guess. Tens of thousands of federal employees have already been terminated by Trump. It looks like an additional 60,000 federal employees will be let go from DOD alone, with more than 5,000 being fired next week. The February 13th directive outlining the termination of those who have been on the job less than a year would end up firing about 250,000 people. These abrupt disruptions in force will have a much larger economic impact than many anticipate. The effects of the layoffs will not be confined to one geographic area, as is typically the case in the private sector. These are government positions that are being terminated that will take money out of local economies all over the country. The speed at which this is occurring will take money out of many local economies all over the country simultaneously. A nationwide slowdown in the economy. There's a term for that. Don't be surprised if it happens. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.